would name Bangladeshis. Why? Why would he do this? First of all, his ignorance about Bangladeshis. As a son-in-law of Bangladesh, because my wife is Bangladeshi, I was married in Dhaka. Palestinian people do not exist for Keir Starmer and the Labour Party. The first words that my wife taught me, she said, it doesn't matter if you learn no other Bangla, you have to know these words. Balobashi. He used to call me Iktu Alu. So I'm an Iktu Alu. I'm a small potato.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম দর্শক, লেবার লিডার কিয়ার স্টারমার বাংলাদেশিদের নিয়ে যে বিরূপ মন্তব্য করেছেন তা নিয়ে গোটা বাংলাদেশিদের মধ্যে প্রতিক্রিয়া সৃষ্টি হয়েছে। শুধু বাংলাদেশি নয়, নন বাংলাদেশিদের মধ্যেও এ নিয়ে বিরূপ প্রতিক্রিয়া সৃষ্টি হয়েছে। বিশেষ করে স্যার কিয়ার স্টারমার আসনে ইন্ডিপেন্ডেন্ট ক্যান্ডিডেট হিসেবে যিনি নির্বাচনে প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বিতা করছেন অ্যান্ড্রু, যিনি নেলসন ম্যান্ডেলার সাথে সাউথ আফ্রিকাতে কাজ করার সুযোগ হয়েছিল, যিনি বাংলাদেশকে ভালোবেসে এক বাংলাদেশিকে বিয়ে করেছেন, তিনি ক্যামডেন আসনে নির্বাচন করছেন কিয়ার স্টারমারের বিরুদ্ধে। আমরা জানার চেষ্টা করব তার প্রতিক্রিয়া। What do you think about this Keir Starmer recently comments?
It's extraordinary that a man who was a human rights lawyer, a man who has a big Bangladeshi community in his own constituency, a man wanting to be Prime Minister of Britain, which has a huge Bangladeshi community, would, in the context of talking about sending people back to their own country when they come here to seek asylum, would name Bangladeshis. Why? Why would he do this? First of all, his ignorance about Bangladeshis, that he talks about people coming on boats. As a son-in-law of Bangladesh, because my wife is Bangladeshi, I was married in Dhaka. How can a man in his position not know that Bangladeshis didn't come here on boats, first of all, and that they are such a loved part of our community in his own constituency, where I'm standing against him in Holborn and St Pancras, in Camden, which is such a diverse and wonderful area, but in the whole of Britain. I am an immigrant to this country. I am from South Africa. So while my origins are South African, my wife's origins and my children's origins are South African and Bangladeshi. Does he want us all to go back to our countries? No. He talks about Bangladeshis. Why doesn't he talk about Canadians, about Australians, about Americans, about Europeans, or about South Africans he lives here? Why does he talk about Bangladeshis? And Nelson Mandela, my former boss, said to us, you are either opposed to every type of racism and discrimination, or you are part of the racism problem. Today in Britain, Keir Starmer, the man wanting to be our Prime Minister, is part of the racism problem in this country. So what I've been saying to people since he uttered those appalling remarks about Bangladeshis is I say to Keir Starmer, but more importantly, I say to every Bangladeshi who have taken me to their hearts in the 30 years that I've been married to a Bangladeshi. Today, tomorrow, we are all Bangladeshi.
You know, is a Bangladeshi community in Britain. Their support is Labour is from long time, and Labour has a long time relationship with Bangladesh, but they are disappointed. What do you think?
I think the Labour Party under Keir Starmer is not a party that is any more friendly to Bangladeshi people. It is not a party that is welcoming to any people of colour. If we see how Muslims have been treated in the Labour Party by the Labour Party leadership, if we see the attitude that the Labour Party has taken to Muslims, and
Keir Starmer has made it comments about Bangladeshi almost 1 week passed, but he did not apologize. Do you think he need apologize, or he don't bother Bangladeshi community?
if Keir Starmer made a mistake, you know, some people sometimes can say the wrong thing they don't mean to say. If that was the case, he should have immediately stood up and said, I said the wrong thing, I apologize unreservedly. He has never said the word sorry to the Bangladeshi people. He has never said the word apologize. This man is so arrogant that he does not believe he needs to apologize for anything to anybody. And that is the problem. You know, in Britain today, we have the best democracy money can buy. And that's because of people like Rishi Sunak and Keir Starmer, where they're billionaire donors who help them get elected to office decide what it is they do. And as a consequence, they say disgusting things, like Starmer said, about the Bangladeshi people in Britain, and all of their policies only favour their billionaire donors. They're not interested in us. They're not interested in ordinary people. And that's why I'm standing to unseat Keir Starmer in his home constituency of Holborn and St Pancras. We all want the Tories out. There's no sane person who still wants the Tories in government. They're so useless, they're so corrupt. Not vote for anybody who didn't support a ceasefire in Gaza right at the beginning. Vote for people who will represent our communities. And I'll tell you something, this election is unique in British history. We have so many brilliant, progressive independents standing all over the country. Some of them are Bangladeshi. Some of them, like me, are South African. We have people from Pakistan standing. We have many Muslim people standing. We have people of all faiths standing. And this is a great thing. And our politics will never be the same again. So on the 4th of July, go out and vote for progressive independents who care about all people, regardless of where they come from, regardless of what they look like.